Jeremy here from Common Collected. I'm here with Steve.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us.
We actually both went to our respective Targets this week, and we were figure hunting, and this is what we found. I normally start with the NECA area and where they keep the cards, and the first thing I see is the Gargoyles Goliath figure. This was teased in March, and it finally came out. This is the first one I'm seeing. I guess the wave is going to have 6 figures, but I haven't seen any of the other ones yet. If you love Gargoyles, this is going to be a figure you definitely want to grab. I bet I come back to Target later in the week and these are all gone. I also saw the Gunslinger Spawn, which also, McFarlane, this is great timing to put out this figure right now. This comic is coming out right now in October, and I hear it's super popular. Apparently, Gunslinger Spawn is one of the most popular characters from the Spawn universe.
I see you got some of the new turtles. It's really encouraging to see. You have the new frogs. You have some of the new aliens, the King Kong figures.
And no Godzilla in the NECA section because they're over here with Playmates, which is really interesting too because the Turtles figures are down there in the NECA area. So that's kind of crazy that they've done that little switcheroo there historically. But this is Godzilla from 2004. And this is Jet Jaguar. Also, there's Space Godzilla. And it looks like Godzilla 1995. If we go down a little bit further here, this is the first time I'm seeing the McFarlane Batman, the classic TV show figures. So we've got the Joker here. So we've got Batman here. He looks good.
Man, their detail's insane.
And that's Adam West. Yeah.
So weird seeing McFarlane make DC figures. And I noticed that even the top of the card, it kind of reminds me of a Detective Comics issue.
Yeah. And then we've got Burt Ward. Kind of reminds me of those Simpsons figures, the Mattel ones. They've got that little comic pop, bam, wow, and all those. I didn't see an unmasked Robin, but it did look like one was painted a little bit better than the other. So I just wanted to see the comparison here. But I do collect Robin figures, but man, there were 3 of these here, so I just couldn't take one home. Here and then in the Jurassic World area, this is the most full I've seen this section, probably since the last movie came out. Unfortunately, the big thing I'm into, as you know, are the human figures, and the only one that we see there is Hammond. Still haven't seen an Ellie. Kind of waiting for that one to pop up, and finally I can take her.
Yeah, and it's just wild how much stuff is going to be coming out between the new movie or the Netflix show and the Amber collection. There seems to be quite a lot of options for Jurassic fans right now.
We've got 3 Spinosauruses. Man, a couple months ago, those were super hot. We got the I-Rex. Oh, and another Spinosaurus. So there were actually 4 of them in stock. We've got Nedry's Jeep there, minus a stripe. A 4-pack of the Raptors. The Dino Escape T-Rex. And the Colossal Carnotaurus. We still have a Mosasaurus. This is the new version that's not biodegradable, but sustainable or is made out of recycled materials. So I noticed these Mirrorverse figures. This is the first time I've seen these. So we've got Buzz Lightyear and Jack Sparrow. And I guess in the first wave, there's going to be some other figures that we may be seeing soon. So there's Mickey from Fantasia and Belle from Beauty and the Beast and Goofy. And am I missing one? Oh, Monsters Inc. Sully. So that would be the first wave that everyone could be keeping their eye out for.
Yeah. For the Joe Bros, I see it's good to finally see some of the G.I. Joe figures actually making it to pegs. So see you have Lady J there and Flint and Cobra Commander, but I've just heard so much about the Classified series being a headache to get a hold of. And the fact they have any figures on the pegs, it's kind of encouraging to see. Still no was it Major Blood or the the motorcycle with the Baroness, but it's a start, I guess. They look amazing.
And I noticed just a few Star Wars vintage collection figures. So we've got Darth Maul from Clone Wars, and I have one of these probably from 10 years ago at home. And I also have the one where he has like the big robotic like creature legs. I don't even know what you call it. But here his legs are much more like human this time around. So there was a little bit of Marvel Legends.
So I see you have the Ironmonger and the Obadiah set. Yeah, it looks like all that's there seems to be the Infinity Saga, which those are the only ones I'm finding on pegs as well. And even then, I couldn't find any. But you got Odin,
And that was really cool. I was definitely tempted by that one.
Anthony Hopkins in action figure form.
And we have pizza and beer drinking Thor. He's been playing too much Xbox.
I love his beard, though. I wish he had a beard like that all the time.
And I would be tempted by this Happy, but even on clearance for $37, I think that's too much. I wouldn't even want Happy for $20, really.
And here we're looks like Magic the Gathering is being used to fill the pegs of that should be Pokemon. I think they're doing 2 or 3 items now. Then there's Nintendo, where I'm seeing actually quite a lot of the Jakks figures, a lot of the play sets. I think we have the Cat 3 pack, and there's the Desert play set with Spike. That's pretty new around here. I saw for some of the 4-inch figures, we had another Yoshi and a couple of, there's a Goomba and a couple of the winged Koopas. And it's always good seeing some of the Koopalings, like Larry over there. And there's the Anniversary Sonics. And it just like with Playmates and NECA, it's so weird seeing Sega next to Nintendo, but that's the way it is.
And they're all Jax figures. Is that why?
I believe so.
Crazy.
And meanwhile, in the land of Marvel Legends, the pegs are barren where I am, not even Infinity Saga. And then I had a really big surprise when I saw Kingdom Waspinator down there in the corner. There's plenty of the Marvel Legends, the retro carded ones, which I really wish they weren't called Marvel Legends. But here we have Waspinator, and this was just officially put up for pre-order on like Big Bad Toy Store and a couple other sites yesterday. And so to find him just randomly sitting in with Marvel Legends was just such a surprise to me. There was still discussion as to who would be his wave mates, that they weren't sure if they were doing a fourth Kingdom wave or if they were going to do a fifth one with different figures. And to find him just randomly sitting there, as well as Shadow Panther, I'd actually walked away from the Transformers and came back, and I guess someone put him down or a stock person just added him. And Beast Wars was, I didn't watch it as a child, so unfortunately I have no connection to him, so I put him back on the pegs. They had a couple of the buzzworthy sets, so you had the Stinger set and the Dropkick set, so it's good to always see a couple new things for Transformers. You got Wave 3, some of these reaction figures that are peg warming so hard. And then, of course, to find Studio Series Thrust, but not Wreck-Gar, just seems to be par for the course right now. I don't know why they short-packed the new character. And for all you diecast collectors, of course, we had to check the Matchbox and the Hot Wheels, and I was very surprised to see, for the first time ever, in my neck of the woods anyway, the P case. And we're going to be showcasing some of what we found on our other channel, Common Collected Fastlane, so be sure to check it out. I want to say this is the Star Wars section, but I feel like it really is the Mandalorian section.
Or is it the Baby Yoda section?
Pretty much. So there's the vintage collection and Black Series pegs. They're just completely empty right now, which is about par for the course for what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I haven't seen much Black Series at all in months.
I thought this was cute though. The little carriage that you could pop them out there and have a little smiling Grogu. Maybe that'll be hot for Christmas. But then there's the bounty hunter who's after him, right, Greedo? And then for the He-Man out there, I just thought I'd get a couple of shots of the Masterverse. I think that was Moss Man, and I think that was He-Man in the front. You guys are going to help me out with who that is. I've not seen the new Netflix show. There's another Moss Man, some of the Ghostbusters that are on the peg, and of course some of the retro plays.
Yeah, I was just a little bit too young to really be a huge Master of the Universe, like, fan from when I was a kid. But anyone who really loved that show or those figures, they've got to be digging all these new toys right now. These are really cool.
I'm starting to see a lot of the retro play He-Man and Skeletors though, so I don't know if they're overproduced or what's going on. Of note, this is a LeBron James with their heads. I don't know if you've all noticed, but it's become a meme now for people to take the heads off of LeBron James Space Jam figures. And so thanks for joining us as we hunt through our local stores to see what's hanging. So we'll catch you next time and happy hunting out there.